Thanks, Allison. That's right. Coming up on Great Day Washington this morning, it's the power of the purse when it comes to the automobile industry. And I just learned that there's a statistic of 85% of women make up the maintenance of cars. So we're making sure that we can get rid of all of the hassle when it comes to that with a local expert. That's coming up at 9.
Ready for winter. Well, I think we got Megan Mooney out there, and she's gonna. Oh, there's some police out there as well.
Yeah,
Megan, what's happening?
Hey, you never know what you're going to get out here outside of the WUSA 9 station. But this morning, yes, we are talking about cars. In Marquette, women everywhere, it's the power of the purse. Who knew that women make up 85% of the car buying and the maintenance power when it comes to the automobile industry? And right now, with the chill in the air, my fingers are getting cold, that we are talking about winterizing our car. So we have an expert, Lauren Fix, perfect name for this, to tell us why is it so important that right now is the perfect time to be winterizing our car. Very quickly.
We want to prepare because this is the time where the cold could amplify battery problems, engine problems, brake problems, and that will leave you stuck on the side of the road. So you really want to be prepared, especially before the snow flies.
All right. Well, we heard it here, and we're going to get some more tips from Lauren coming up in a little bit. Send it back to the studio. I'm back here with Lauren Fix, the car coach, who's helping us get our cars ready for winter, all things included. And you said, too, that our emergency kit needs to be amped up for the winter time. So let's kind of go through some of the items that you have here and see if I can get put to the test to see if I have these items in here.
All right, this is the easy one, the hand warmers. You know, every time you see them at the store, get one for two packs for each person that rides in the car. Why? Hands and feet. If you're wearing heels or dress shoes, it fits a lot better than some of their foot warmers.
I think my father's obsessed with these things, so I have one for so many more people that aren't even in this car.
Just in case you're carpooling.
Exactly. What's next?
Okay, extra food. Now, whether you're a vegetarian or you like whatever, I carry, beef sticks and protein bars. Do you have the food in your car?
I always have food in my car. Snacks, nuts, I am that snacker. Yes,
Me
what's
too.
next?
I'm a snacker too. Gloves, hats, scarves, and boots. Do you have all that?
Of course, and a second pair of everything, kind of an outfit, just in case. You just never know. All right, what's next?
Always be prepared. Duct tape. If you can't fix it, you can always duck it.
All right, I don't have that. I got to get that in.
It's like $1 for a roll. You can buy it anywhere. Snow brush and an aggressive ice scraper.
Heck yeah! I just came in from Colorado.
All right, I'm from Buffalo, so you know. And of course, a blanket for each person that rides in the car.
Okay.
All right.
Last thing.
Your emergency kit should have, instead of a regular set of striking flares, go with these LED flares.
Ooh.
They're about $12. You can buy them online or any mass merchandiser. They're great. They're magnetic and they're reusable.
All right. Well, thanks, Lauren, so much. And when we come back here today, we're going to get all of these different tips so that fixing your car, especially for the wintertime, isn't such a hassle. Right. So thanks, Lauren. We'll be back here in a little bit.
Now we're going to head back outside again with Megan Mooney. She's out there trying to take care of your car for the winter with a little prep. Megan, what's going on?
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Chris and Marquette. So there's a local nonprofit in Bethesda called the Car Care Council, and they said recently that women make up 85% of the car buying and the maintenance power, but it still always feels like such a hassle to be able to fix your car and do things. So that's why we have Lauren Fix, the car coach, helping us this morning, especially with the cool weather coming in, that we want to winterize our car. So what's first?
Well, first off, there are 9 fluids underneath the car, but a lot of times you'll take your car to your favorite ASE certified mechanic, and they'll say, your car doesn't pass emissions. Now, there's different states here. You got Maryland, you got Virginia, and you got the district. So what do? I mean,
an emission. Just remind me what that is.
That's okay. What comes out your tailpipe? You've heard a lot of that about what's going on with some brands, about emissions not making it because of what's coming out the tailpipe is polluting. In order to make your car meet the EPA emissions, you have to pass these tests. And I live in New York, and in New York we are tested annually. So what do? Well, here's an item.
What do you do?
Here's an item that'll actually work. It's called the dyno valve. It actually cleared the California Air Research Board, and it reduces emissions, increases mileage, and improves performance. If you've got a car that does not pass emissions, check them out online. It has to be installed by an ASE certified technician. It's an easy install. Don't try to do it yourself. Okay. But the key is the dyno valve actually works, and I've seen it work, and I was actually in California and watched it function. It's pretty cool. So.
And where do they put it when they put it in, like when we bring it to an expert?
Well, it has to do with positive crankcase pressure. Okay. So I'm not going to get into all the tech.
I know. But we can get that at like a home improvement store.
No, you have to buy that online. Dyno valve has it. Okay. So look that up. Okay, now what about your car in general? It's getting cold, so batteries need to be checked. 35% of your battery power drops off at 32 degrees. At 0, it's 60%. So we do have some 0 days here in the district, and if that happens, that's one of the things to consider. Now, another thing that's important is the 45-degree rule. Now, what that means is when it's below 45 degrees, your all-season tires that everybody has in their cars when they buy them new, they really don't function properly.
Yeah, you said that we can actually change our tires in the wintertime, and we should do that.
I have an all-season SUV, and I switch tires and rims. Every vehicle in my household, whether it's front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, whether it's a pickup truck or a car, everybody in our household switches to winter tires. And you used to live in Colorado, so you know winter tires make a difference.
And that I've gotten a flat, and it's scary. It really is. Give everybody at home the example that you said to me with the whole shoe thing and how this feels.
Well, a winter tire is like a snow boot. So you would wear heels during the summer, but when it gets cold, you wouldn't wear heels on icy roads. So this is actually a very soft tire, and it actually grips the roadway better for snow, ice, braking, handling, wet roadway. And what's nice about this Continental Winter Contact SI is it has polar technology, so it actually brakes in shorter distances than an all-season during the winter.
Okay. And now, if you're like me, maybe you've seen that check service engine light come up and not go and fix it after a month or two. Not a good thing. How do we do it ourselves?
Okay, if you've got a problem with a check engine light, you want to find your favorite ASC certified technician. They'll put a scan tool on, they'll tell you what's wrong with the car, and then you should get it fixed. It will affect your fuel economy. But you're talking about tire pressure monitoring light, which comes on a lot when this constant temperature change. That's where this famous tire pressure gauge comes in. They're about $10. It's a dial pressure gauge. What you use, you check the tire pressure. I'll take off the valve stem cover, check the tire pressure against the number inside your driver's door.
Okay, so just put it close to here so that we can see where you're talking about. Oh, it's in this area.
Go and its valve stem would come out, you would push it on, you'll get the pressure, and I'll show you where you check it again.
Yeah, show me where this is, because I had no idea.
Okay, let me show you right here.
You go first.
Okay. Right here is the correct tire pressure. If you can see, it's called a door placard. And that tire pressure is the correct tire pressure for your car. You check it once a month in the morning when the tires are cold. If the second day you check it, and you say,
Genius.
The tire pressure light's on. It's probably because of the temperature change. For every 10 degrees of outside temperature, you can gain or lose 1 to 2 pounds of pressure.
Okay, and this is a beautiful car that I'm standing right in front of. So can I just check this out?
This is a brand new Kia Sorento EX. It's a 2016. It is one of the finalists for the North American Car and Truck of the Year, as the truck, of course. It has 5-star crash test rating, 3rd row seating, and it's really a nice vehicle.
So it seems like all these things that people at home should be kind of considering when they're going to buy a car, if they're in the market for it. Is it now a good time, just very quickly?
Oh, now is a great time to buy a car. If you're looking at safety and security, look for 5-star crash test ratings. Look at the IIHS offset crash tests, and do your homework online. There are great deals online. Check out manufacturer websites for discounts.
Yeah, that's true. And they're savvy nowadays as well. So thanks so much for coming in. I feel like I learned a ton. Not just me, but my camera guy. Yes, he's from Florida, so everything is new for him. But, you know, when your car does break down or something does happen, I mean, it's like your whole life breaks down. So great tips from Lauren this morning. We'll have that online. We'll send it back to the studio. Chris, Marquette, hopefully you guys learned something too.
I did. Thanks a lot, Megan. Yeah, I just got locked out of my car yesterday, so I'm gonna be vigilant.